So I don't think I've ever took a curly wig and just wore it in its Afro curly state. Today's install, I wanted to give a more realistic hairstyle. If you are looking for something that looks very natural, let's jump right into today's look. Straight out the box, this wig comes in a beautiful curly state. I did get mine in the color number 2. However, you also can get it in the natural dark black color if that's what you want. It does come with a 13x6 lace cap, and this is a bob short style, so it comes in a length 12 to 16 inch, which I feel like is a very natural length. I will put the link to this wig below in the description box, and if you also would like a discount, I will also place that down below in the description box for you all, so be sure to check below the video. Now for today's wig install, I will be using the Ebin Wonder Lace. This is the sensitive spray. It is a daily use, so it will give you a wear that is going to be just from day to day, and it's a very easy spray to use. Now this hair is so pretty. I decided to brush it out with a paddle brush, that way I can get the Afro curl look that I was going for. It's always so beautiful, so big, so that's what I was kind of going for. Now this wig does come in a cap size petite all the way to a large, so if your head is bigger or smaller, they have a cap that can definitely fit your head size. So I brushed out the hair, and now I'm just going to just make sure there's no tangles, which is definitely no tangles, and I'm going to set a side part just because I feel like it will look more natural on me. Now, of course, with this curly wig, it does come with that new hairline, so you do not need to tweeze it. You can bleach the knots, and also the lace is just Swiss lace. It's not that really soft lace, but it definitely blends very well. You will see as I go to install. So I'm going to take this wax stick, this hair wax stick, and I'll add that down the parting and at the hairline to kind of push back the hairline and also open up that parting. I did notice that the lace color is slightly darker than my complexion, so if you are darker than me, it will work really good for you. However, I did get it to blend. I'm gonna show you a technique in a second that I do later on in the video. I'm going to take the Ebin spray and just spray it around my hairline. Now the technique for making this work, and I say this all the time, is to spray it and then dry it until it's sticky. Do not let it dry completely, of course, and then place that lace, because if you place the lace while it's dripping wet, what's going to happen is you're going to get that white residue and you will have more of a mess in the hair. So you want to dry just a little bit before you place that lace down. And all these products will be linked below in the description box in my Amazon link. And be sure to thumbs up the video, you guys. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you want to support my channel, click that thanks button and show thanks and donate to the channel. It definitely helps. All right, so after about 15 minutes, I am going to release that sleigh band and then just create edges. Now, as you can see, I have no white residue, but because I am wanting to make sure I don't have that straight across look because the lace is a bit darker, I'm going to create some edges just to hide that. And this definitely helps if you end up with the lace that is slightly darker. And I'm also just going to just play with this until I get it very natural looking. By the way, I do not use hair gels when doing this. I like to use the spray that I just used to glue down the wig because it gives a soft hold without the edges looking like they're just stuck to my head or hard or crunchy or anything like that. So that's the goal when creating edges, is to keep them soft, make them look very natural, and just play with it until you get it to look right for your head. Now, honestly, for me, the curly styles and Afro curly styles are so easy to maintain because you don't need to use any hot curling tools to curl your hair or anything like that. So I'm just going to go down the parting with a little bit of my foundation powder to open it up and make it look more like a scalp. And then I'm going to take my hot comb and make sure that area also lays flat. You want to make sure that the top part of the wig lays as flat as possible to get the most realistic look, even on a curly wig. Now, tomorrow's video, I'm going to show you some products and everything I like to use to define and get that nice curled look. But the length and everything with this hair just makes it so easy to manage. And as you can see, you don't need to do much to get it to look as realistic as natural hair. And I love that about this particular wig. So I'm just making sure that the top part is as flat as possible, because I don't want it to lift up too much, because the look that I'm going for is very put together but messy at the same time. Now, another thing I like to do is make sure that there is no hairs at that front part. If you lay the hair, like kind of brush it down, it opens up that parting and it helps the parting to look a little bit more natural. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just brushing the hair down and smoothing it away from that part. And this right here is a very simple tip, but it makes a huge difference on the appearance of your wig. So if you ignore this tip, you probably be wondering why your wig is not, looking very natural at that parting. So I do this all the time, and it definitely plays a huge role. All right, going back to that lace area, I'm going to take my foundation powder that matches my forehead color and go over the knots. And I'm also going to go over that lace to make sure that it matches my actual forehead. And this helps to cover any knots. Like sometimes if you bleach your knots and you don't want to go back again, you can do this to give that appearance that the hair is actually growing out of your scalp. So yeah, that is basically all that I do to get that natural Afro curl look, and I absolutely am loving this. The curls in the back of the wig is a little bit more tight, so it's all right, but this is the finished result. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. Be sure to thumbs up the video, subscribe, and remember the link to this wig and all the products I'll use will be below this video in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah.